With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated. And these people will have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. A company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money.
So President Trump is now facilitating the idea of a gold card visa, much like the current USCIS green card, which allows immigrants to live and work in the United States. My dad is actually a current green card holder. He cannot, however, vote in U.S. elections, which is what makes the gold card idea genius, or just common sense. Basically, you can buy a pathway to citizenship in the U.S. for $5 million. Here comes thousands of wealthy oil merchants from Saudi Arabia. But who cares? If the US sold 1 million gold cards, that's $5 trillion worth of revenue. Coupled with the spending cuts that Doge is executing, we could use this to pay off our ever-increasing national debt, or at the very least, balance the budget, which we haven't done since 2001. Obviously, a heavy vetting process would be required for said gold card because, of course, we don't want someone like Bin Laden buying U.S. citizenship. Regardless of what the media says, this is not a new idea. In fact, there are multiple countries that have a citizenship by investment program today. For example, countries like Portugal, Greece, and Spain offer golden visa programs where residency can be obtained through investments via real estate purchases. In Malta, you can literally buy citizenship for 750,000 euros. In Singapore, it's much more expensive, a whopping 7.5 million US dollars in a global investor program. Even our northern neighbor Canada has a similar initiative, the Quebec Investor Immigration Program, or QIIP, which gives individuals with a net worth of at least 2 million Canadian dollars permanent residency with a path to citizenship after 3 years of living in Canada. Theirs is much more complex. Even here in America, we already have the EB-5 visa program established in 1990, which is what the gold card will replace. Play clip.
So the EB-5 program, which has been around for many years, had investment of $1 million into projects in America. And those projects were often suspect, they didn't really work out, there wasn't any oversight of it. And so for $1 million investment, you got a visa and then you came into the country and ended up with a green card. So it was poorly overseen, poorly executed. Then you had our border open where millions of people came through. So the idea is we will have a proper business, we will modify the EB-5 agreement. Christy and I are working on it together. For $5 million, they'll get a license from the Department of Commerce.
But the point is, this is not an unorthodox immigration proposal, but it's definitely the most appealing. Keep in mind, these people coming into the country will be job creators. They will be taxpayers. They will bring innovation. Those are the immigrants that a sovereign nation wants in their country. Productive members of a society who make America a better place to live.